Lisandro Martinez is a special player who genuinely loves Manchester United.
Manchester United, the fans is unbelievable. It's like if you take their energy, like today, it's difficult to lose. It's difficult, honestly. It's difficult because they have, I can't describe it. They have different energy than the rest.
I mean, how can you not love him as a fan?
Yeah, Man United, and we never gonna stop.
Go on, carry on.
Ole, 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 ole. We've seen it all.
We all feared he might not be able to return to his best after his injury, but boy oh boy, those fears have been replaced with excitement. And right now, he may well be one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. I've been patiently waiting to be able to do this video on Lisandro Martinez because I didn't want to jinx anything. How is he going to be when he comes back from the double injury from the last 2 years? Will he be the same player that he was before? No. He'll be better. That's what I'm seeing so far in Martinez's return. I'm going to split this video into 5 key sections. I think you're going to enjoy it because I'm going to enjoy it. Let me get straight onto it because first things first, right? Before we get into any stats or any examples. Martinez is just a bloody excellent defender. Whether it's all that criticism and that noise that was coming from Button Skulls going into the derby. Haaland, slapped up. How many games has he not scored against Martinez? The majority. Whether it's how he played against West Ham. Just how he has been since he returned to the team has been fantastic. We've actually got a little bit of a partnership going on between Martinez and Maguire. We've actually got a little bit of quality. We've actually got somebody who can play out from the back, which I will run through next. But just first and foremost, this is a player who's been criticised to the nth degree. Can't possibly make it. Too short. He's never going to come back. He looks mustard. He looks so good since his return. And I want to go into the specifics now because there's plenty you can pull out. Now I'm going to pull these ones out. His calmness under pressure. You know, I did a video like I was like, sending ones you changed my life. Man, watching Martinez on the ball. Now, obviously, this is going to be the headline one. That moment, Jared Barron, see ya, skinned, sent him to the shops, back heel. You might say that, it's just one situation, but it's not just one situation. We see this time and time again, and we have seen it time and time again. Here he is in the box against Burnley. Being pressed in this situation, you might get a panic ball out wide to Shaw. United goes back to Martinez, maybe go back to the keeper. That'd be a dangerous situation. But no, skins him, turns inside. And then on top of that, just a little dink over the top, I think it was to Casemiro. Calmness personified. Another situation here, getting pressed heavily against Spurs. Just a little dink inside, bang. Pass through to Mbumo. Doesn't lose the ball. Calmness personified. That is Martinez in a nutshell. You want him, and he is sort of the playmaker from deep. He's the person who everybody looks toward giving the ball. Give the ball to Martinez. Any situation, he's not afraid to have the ball, and he actively wants the ball. And on top of that, boy, oh boy. It's kind of hard to choose which element I'm enjoying watching the most under Martinez. And why I am calling him a unicorn, because I think the characteristics and the set he's got together, it's kind of a one-on-one, really. But the line-breaking passes from Martinez, there's too many examples for me to pull them up here. I'll be here all day long. But every single game, you will see Martinez looking for those balls where you could go sideways. You could go to Shaw. You could go back to Maguire. But instead, he'll spot the gap. And he'll play the ball 20, 30 yards forward, break the lines, and bring United up the pitch. It has been such an important part of why Carrick has been successful, how Carrick has been successful, and why United look better with the ball. Right, here's an example as well that it's not just line-breaking passes. Against Arsenal, he's getting pressed down there. Do you remember this one? He's tucked in between two Arsenal players, just lifts the ball through them, and then within 3 seconds, he's brought the ball 15, 20 yards up the pitch because it's not just line-breaking passes with Martinez. It's line-breaking carries as well. Another example here against Wolves, breaks straight through the gap, sees Dorgo over there, brings the ball forward. If it's not him spotting the pass, it's him having the ability to carry the ball. Remember when he played in that little defensive midfield cameo when we needed him to? Was that against Burnley? I think that was against Burnley. Mate, this bloke. He's such a good footballer. On top of all of that, the passing range that he's got. It's not just about short balls, 10-yard balls. He can do raking 30, 40-yard passes. Here are a couple of pass maps from the Spurs game. You can see the sheer variety of passes from him. And also in the West Ham game. So it's not just against 10 men. 93% pass accuracy with 102 successful passes and 94% accuracy with 101 passes. Just phenomenal. This is one example. Again, as I said, I could run through so many different examples in all of these that I kind of be exhausted by doing them all. But this pass here to Mbeumo, I think it was against Fulham. And Mbeumo just had a little bit of a whiffy first touch and the chance went away. But on top of all of that, on top of just the fact that he's a fantastic defender, the calmness under pressure, the passing range, the line-breaking passes. That's what I mean. Like, which characteristics do you pull out as the most important for him? You might just simply go for him as a leader, because Martinez has dealt with more than his fair share of the criticism. He's only 5 foot, 9? Can't possibly make it. Dealt with that the whole way through. Proved everybody wrong. I was really concerned that after the ACL injury, that was, well, the big cruciate ligament injury, that he wouldn't be able to return because his body wouldn't be able to cope with it. Now, he wanted to come back earlier, sooner, because he's got that sort of attitude and approach. But I think United managed his time well. We had to wait for it, but Martinez has shown that it was worth the wait. I'd argue right now that he's looking as strong and as solid as he ever has in the United shirt. I think prior to the big injury, when he came back after the Kufal one, I think he was a little bit overly aggressive in some points, like kind of compensating for the fact that he was a kind of a yard or two short in terms of his timing. But now, you can look at his heat map, his touch map, sorry. Dude's everywhere on the pitch. United, when we're playing more aggressive, pushing up the pitch, when we're playing deeper, he's the controlling centre-back. He's the playmaker from deep. He really is, in my opinion, like a one-of-one player. I don't think there's a player of his physique and his skill set anywhere. I think he's a captain without the armband. I think for him to have come through what he has come through in the adversity, I think he's looking at football a little bit differently now as well. Like when you nearly lose something and you have the ability to bring it back, there's a, I'm not going to use the word humility, but there's like almost like a gratefulness to it. And you can see that in how he speaks about football. Not just about United in general, but just family and football. That's what Martinez lives and breathes. He is a captain without the armband. I am absolutely delighted to see him in the form that he is in. And I just want to see more of it. As I said, I wanted to do this video earlier, but I was like, oh, don't jinx it, Sam. Don't jinx it. But I think I've seen enough now to confidently say that Martinez not only is going to be able to play after all these injury problems, but I think there's even more to come from him. Love him. I really do.